So, thank you very much for being able to give us this interview. My first question would be, how do you perceive working here at the Memorial Center in Srebrenica, and what does it mean for you to work here?
I have been working for the Memorial Center since January last year, so it's really been a new working experience, if I may say so. However, I'm very closely related to this place as well. So I was born very near here, and I survived genocide with other members of my family. So basically, it's always difficult to explain what does this place today means to me. But to be honest, it's an honor working here, to be able to contribute to the memorialization, to be able to contribute to the mission of Memorial Center, and which is basically the first and foremost to not forget the victims of Srebrenica genocide, to remember them, to honor them, to talk about them, only so that the world can learn from our past, so that it can prevent future, and let's hope that it's not going to be future genocide in the world. So it's very difficult to explain what does it mean, but it means a lot. In 1995 it was supposed to mean a safe haven, something where we were supposed to be safe. However, that did not result to be the case. But today it means a lot that I can be part of this institution.
When we look at the Memorial Center and the number of people who come here to visit the Memorial Center, how would you perceive the people who come from the region? What would you like more? What people would you like more to see here?
Well, if we talk about Bosnia-Herzegovina and the countries in the region of Bosnia-Herzegovina, we have a lot of visitors coming from the federation part of Bosnia-Herzegovina, which includes all different kinds of people, elderly, younger, school excursions, which Ministry of the Education sends children here, 9th grade students from the primary school, and of course the high school students, as well as the university students. So again, I emphasize that these are only visitors from the Federation of Bosnia-Herzegovina. Unfortunately, we do not have organized groups, and we're not aware of the individuals coming from the Republic of Srpska to visit this memorial site, which is a kind of sad fact for me, because I really wish that we have school excursions coming from the entity of Republika Srpska as well, because we need to show to them as well, to the younger generations who come from the entity which was in a way created on various crimes, including the genocide in Srebrenica. And it's very important that we show, at least on this place, some of the lessons that they should learn from the survivors, and that they should learn from this site as well. From the region, we have a lot of visitors coming from Croatia. We do have visitors coming from Serbia as well. However, they do come along with the NGO organizations. We do not, non-governmental organizations. Sorry, we do not have institutions, government institutions, sending people to visit this place yet, unfortunately. However, as I said, the only thing that I really wish it could happen, at least in the near future, is the coming of the new generations, the younger generations of people who were born after the war, or maybe young people who were born during the war and maybe before the war as well. However, they are taught something different about this place and about the genocide in Srebrenica. Mostly they are taught to negate what happened here. They negate the perpetrators doing this. They consider those who are convicted war criminals, they can still consider them role models, which is something that I really wish it could be changed. And probably if people would come here, then they would probably be able at least to leave from this place thinking at least a bit different than they were taught back at home or at school as well.
How do you perceive the future role of the Memorial Center? How will the Memorial Center develop? What do you think? What do you expect from the development of the Memorial Center in the future? Also, maybe regarding this, what you just tackled, this denial of the genocide by a group of people, and how maybe to include them, how maybe to motivate them to come here, also the younger generations, and also for the reconciliation in the region, because I think it is really needed for the reconciliation.
Yes, it's very much needed, and we all know that the future of each and every single country are young people, younger generations, and well, Memorial Center a couple of years ago, and when it was funded, it was not supposed to be as big as it is today. Everything that you see around is the complex of the Memorial Center. So basically it was supposed to be a cemetery where people can come, pray, where they can pay respect to the victims of the genocide. A couple of years before, we had several temporary exhibitions. We had memorial room, and however today we have so many exhibitions, so many things happening here, so many projects that we're trying to develop, and so many institutions have already signed a memorandum of understanding with us, meaning that we want to collaborate with different kinds of institutions, especially those who deal with the education and who deal with the similar research area as Memorial Center. We are trying to portray ourselves in the public as an institution that should be a research center, a place for dialogue, for conversation, where young people and all kinds of people can come, talk, ask any sort of questions, research, to see our archives, see the documents, to research in a way about what happened here. So the doors of the Memorial Center are open to everybody throughout the whole year. We do not exist only to commemorate 11th of July in remembrance of the victims of Srebrenica genocide from July 1995. We exist as well, and we will continue to exist as a research center, as an open center for everybody. It's free to come. It will always be free to come, and we are those who work here are at disposal of people who want to learn at this place. We are, for example, 2 years back, we have been having seminars here, summer schools as well, which we have here throughout the whole week, one whole week. We are going to have it this summer as well, along with the Center for the Post-Conflict Research Center from Sarajevo. And we have students coming from the region as well. However, students apply and come from a lot of countries throughout Europe and the world as well. So, for example, this is one of the things that young people can do. They can come and they can be part of this summer school where they can learn, listen, ask questions, and have their questions answered as well.
Thank you very much for the interview.
You're welcome.